So I wanted to make a video and have been having trouble trying to decide what to make a video about. Um, so I decided, because it pertains to myself and a few of my close friends, um, gun laws and age restrictions and so on and so forth. Everything in that. This is probably gonna be about a 10-minute video, so it shouldn't be too long. I'm just laying here in a park, which is usually where I come to do my thinking. Is in a place where I'm connected to nature. Um, so here's some things people don't think about, and the law doesn't really care about. It's one reason I don't follow the law. Um, so let's say you have someone who lies. A pathological liar is someone you've been in a relationship with, or a severe schizophrenic, or whatever. Anywho, their credibility is lacking, shall we say. And this isn't slander, this is one of the traits of, said mental issues. Or let's say, sorry, I'm wrapping something up. Let's say that you're 19 and you've served the country in the Army or the Marine Corps or whatever, and they say that you can't have a gun. See, these are the X factors that people who follow the law blindly by the book don't think or really care about, because it doesn't apply to them in most cases. Usually people that follow the law to the T, it doesn't apply to them, so they don't really care. My case specifically, and I'm going to put a little of my business out there. I have an ex who decided to go to court and tell a series of lies. I'm not going to say any names, not because I'm legally not supposed to, but because I don't like talking ill of people. I really couldn't care less what the law tells me to do. If it was moral, I wouldn't be in this position. But, so she decided to tell a bunch of lies. There was a court case and a protective order. Now, I shot down all of the hooey she decided to tell them, and I didn't want to have to do that, but, when your safety is on the line, if you're an honest person who has integrity, you'll do whatever you have to do to keep yourself safe and those others. So then the judge decided, because I have PTSD from my time as a contractor, that I should not be allowed to buy, carry, possess, or be in the vicinity of a firearm or a hunting weapon, which doesn't just include bows and crossbows, that includes a knife. I'm also not allowed to buy, possess, or transport ammunition, because a judge who's never met me, who's never sat down and talked to me, who's never spoken to me or seen me under duress, decided to make a decision based on his personal ignorance of the matter. I'm poor. I pretty much always have been, and I like it that way. I don't want to be rich. I don't care about all that. And I've had the option multiple times to be very, very well off, in the top 5%, as a matter of fact, and I chose not to. I can't afford to go and fight things in court. I can't afford to go and defend myself when I didn't do anything wrong in the first place. So that said, I don't abide by the law. It's not moral. Those who abide it, more power to you. You've probably never been in a position where it applied to you in such a manner, so that's good for you. I have a couple of friends who are just barely 20 who are active duty military, and legally they can't own a handgun. All of them do, and they're crack shots. A lot of them better shots than I am with a rifle or handgun, and I'm no slouch. At least out to 400 yards with iron sights, I'm pretty darn good. This is where the law falls flat, and it becomes a useless tool of financial gain for those who wish to use it for so. There's going to be like 50 people probably commenting saying that I'm wrong, I don't know what I'm talking about, or I'm lying and I'm full of shit, or why would you believe me? You don't have to. I don't really care. I make it a point not to lie. I make it a conscious effort to keep my word and do what I say I'm going to do. So, if you can't believe that, the odds are you have trouble telling the truth. So, because it comes down to what you think is based off of your personality. I have trouble understanding people who don't tell the truth, who don't keep their words, because I don't understand that mindset. I also wasn't raised that way. Um, I am curious to see what you people think. If the law is wrong, if there should be some sort of, not really a standardized test, but an individual test to see if you're fit. Even though, here's my issue with firearms. There is, legally, they cannot enforce a concealed carry permit. They cannot enforce a gun permit or a handgun permit, because if you think about the Second Amendment, it doesn't say anywhere in there, oh, everyone except for felons, or everyone except for people with a mental disorder, or everyone except for XYZ, whatever criteria you want to throw in there. That was never a stipulation. Um, uh, to me, it's arbitrary. And the fact that every state can make their own laws pertaining to it is another load of horse shit that we're not going to get into, that only fools would abide. But to each their own, I suppose. I spent 12 years of my life going overseas, and I've used pretty much anything with a firing pin you can think of, downside of 50 caliber and above. I've never really shot any of those, but I'm used to guns. I love them. I don't think they're the end-all, cure-all for everything. I have a lot of knowledge when it comes to small squad tactics and guerrilla warfare, or unconventional warfare. I have a lot of knowledge when it comes down to interrogation. Um, so when it comes down to thinking about politics and religion, I'm a very critical thinker. I look at the facts, and whether I like it or not, it is what it is. Truth of the matter is, for those of you this applies to, whether you're male or female, I hope you can at least see this and, understand that I'm not really a social justice warrior. I'm just speaking my mind. I'm not out here fighting for you. You know, your consequences are your own, just like mine are. Thank goodness I was in a southern state where the brains are screwed on straight for the most part. And when the restraining order